How changed can your lifestyle be in 2030? We tend to think about the future, we tend to assume that most things will stay similar and trends will continue in a linear fashion. This is almost never the case. The world is changing drastically in front of our eyes. 2020 brought a lot of surprises and black swans in our lives, including the coronavirus pandemic and the subsequent economic depression that looms around the world. We will witness the rise of new technology unicorns, particularly in the field of artificial intelligence. These companies will be eventually more powerful than today's companies such as Apple and Amazon. Be with us till the end to see how magic is going to happen at the end of this decade. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so you never miss an update. Life in 2030 will be vastly different due to changing demographics as well. The world population is expected to reach 8.5 billion people by 2030. India will overtake China as the most populated country on Earth. Nigeria will overtake the US as the third most populous country in the world. The fastest growing demographic will be the elderly, 65 plus people will hit 1 billion by 2030. We will need to figure out ways of how to accommodate 100 plus people at work. Mauro F. Guillen argues that many things that we take for granted today will dramatically shift in the next decade in his book 2030. In the book's description, Guillen states, "Once upon a time, the world was neatly divided into prosperous and backward economies. Babies were plentiful, workers outnumbered retirees, and people aspiring towards the middle class yearned to own homes and cars. Companies didn't need to see any further than Europe and the United States to do well. Printed money was legal tender for all debts, public and private. We grew up learning how to play the game, and we expected the rules to remain the same as we took our first job, started a family, saw our children grow up, and went into retirement with our finances secure. That world, and those rules, are over. By 2030, a new reality will take hold, and before you know it, there will be more grandparents than grandchildren. The middle class in Asia and sub-Saharan Africa will outnumber the US and Europe combined. The global economy will be driven by the non-Western consumer for the first time in modern history. There will be more global wealth owned by women than men. There will be more robots than workers. There will be more computers than human brains. There will be more currencies than countries. All these trends, currently underway, will converge in the year 2030 and change everything you know about culture, the economy, and the world. We need to think laterally, adaptively, and creatively to prepare for this new world. This requires a peripheral and integrative vision that focuses on the dynamic interplay among a range of technological, political, economic, social, and demographic forces. Guillen predicts there will be cataclysmic changes converging and culminating in a tipping point by 2030. Benefits of technology in 2030. In 2030, the only thing to blame for a bad night's sleep will be yourself, or the kids, dogs, cats. You'll generally sleep well, thanks to a bed packed with sensors that automatically adjust to your body's pressure points. The bed also controls temperature and monitors sweat, stress and heart rate via sensors. Also included, a mobile app for combining sleep data with diet and exercise for personalized tips. Got milk? In 2030, your refrigerator will monitor inventory and order items you've requested to have on hand for dinner tonight. The internet-enabled device will have a chip that allows it to pay for the items, too, without having to ask you for authorization. A drone will deliver those groceries you ordered, right to your doorstep at an appointed time. Everything under the sun will be delivered by drones, as long as it is relatively light, under 10 pounds or so, things like books, chargers, batteries, medication and cleaning products. Need a summer outfit? Have a drone bring you shorts, sleeveless shirt, sunglasses and sandals. Forgot Valentine's Day? Call in a drone to deliver flowers, a card and chocolate to your sweetie. Can't find your kids' soccer cleats before the big game? Order a new pair of shoes and have them delivered to the field. And so on, you get the idea. Many deliveries will take 30 minutes or less. Look for Amazon to lead the way with drone delivery. Homes will be super smart in 2030. Your Wi-Fi router will operate as a hub for controlling all of your appliances, entertainment screens, locks, lights, robotics, indoor and outdoor security sensors, heating and cooling systems, plus much more. Virtually every item in your home will contain a wireless chip that connects with your smart home system, allowing you to control appliances from anywhere. By 2030, furnishings will be very movable. Items will move with a gesture or light touch. Furniture will transform itself, depending on your preferences. Tabletops will conform to securely hold various objects and even animate static objects. Customization will be a hot trend, since living quarters in big urban areas are becoming smaller, partly to hold down living expenses and partly because many people no longer seek more room for stuff. Baby boomers, millennials and Generation Zers are downsizing, or not amassing things to begin with. Renting goods and services is needed. Call it the Uberization trend. Alas, still no flying cars in 2030. They'll still be too pricey to incorporate into everyday use. Besides, there will already be enough things flying around. Think drones of all kinds, not to mention larger fleets of airplanes. But there will be lots of driverless cars, operated by a combination of artificial intelligence, very accurate electronic sensors, and advanced mapping and communications gear that lets cars talk with one another, and also with traffic lights and other infrastructure. You will have the option to take the wheel yourself or to put the car on autopilot and let it take you where you want to go while you otherwise occupy your time. What a relief it will be to negotiate streets effortlessly without coming to a dead stop in a traffic jam. At your destination, you will exit the vehicle, and it will find a place to park itself. You might even program it to take a friend to the airport before returning for you. Supersonic jets will take you from New York City to London in about 4 hours. Jets will make the trip from New York City to Los Angeles in only 2.5 hours. Faster trips will entice more people to travel more often. Several passenger versions are on the drawing board, including at Boeing and at Europe's Airbus. The Airbus version, dubbed the Son of Concorde, is projected to be able to fly at 1.4 times the speed of sound. What do you think? That technology gonna give us benefits or drawback? Let us know below in the comments section. Hope you enjoyed the video. If so, then give thumbs up to the video and subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to turn on the notifications by pressing the bell icon, so never miss any of our future uploads. Till the next video, goodbye.